interact with fans out here that might not be able to make the trip to Chicago?
Well, these are our future stars that we're going to see in Chicago at the United Center. And it's important. And we're only, 90 miles from the lake out here. So it's really exciting, and it's great when they can go back and forth. Also tonight we play the Wolves, so we got a lot of crossover. And so I'm happy to be here.
For you to be here, obviously being the chairman of this entire organization, what do you know about the IceHogs? What have you been able to kind of see what's going on player-wise, development-wise, coaching-wise, all that sort of stuff?
Well, what's nice is that the fans like hockey. It's a beautiful building, and it's easy to get to. And it's easy for us as far as for the hockey operations and the business operations and for medical staff to interface back and forth. And then for the nutrition and player development. So it really works. It's a 360 approach, and it's nice for that. And it's just fun to come out. And I think on a Friday night, after being in stir crazy for 2 days in your house, there's not a better place to be.
And just seeing the work that's been done down here. A lot of guys started here and went on to win Stanley Cups for your organization. Just how impressed have you been with all the turnover that's gone on, that there is still a lot of talent to be had down here?
Well, with Mark Bernard, I don't know if you had gone a chance or any of the fans have taken a chance to take a video of the board of those players that have come through the organization and made it to the National Hockey League, and those that have also been All-Stars. And you realize how many players have come through here. Some you realize, some you don't. And those that have been through here always speak highly. I mean, this is a beautiful building, locker rooms are great, and it's clean.
For this organization to see, obviously, a lot of changes going on throughout the year, Jeremy Colleton coming from Rockford, now he's in charge of the Blackhawks, head coach-wise. Do you see what the team has wanted out of him as far as coaching-wise? And obviously, maybe not a playoff run expected this year, but obviously, there was talk of Bowman and McDonough wanting this team to make a playoff run, and do you feel like maybe Colleton is finally starting to get his team the way he wants it?
Well, we dug a pretty big hole the first half of the season, and Jeremy knows that. But the nice thing is he came in with an exciting brand, always pushing the puck ahead. It took some of the players from the Blackhawks a little while, those that have been veterans that have been there for 10 years and won 3 Stanley Cups, to change. While a lot of younger players have had multiple coaches in their career in that past 10 years. But I think you're starting to see, the Hawks are playing tonight up in Buffalo, and I think you're going to see, some exciting things going forward, and I think that the players are starting to understand the program and what he's doing.
What is your message to fans right now that are so used to seeing the Blackhawks have so much success? It is a down year this year, but there is a lot of talent in the pipeline for them moving forward.
Well, I think the thing is, we have to thank them for being loyal to us. That's the most important thing. Last year, obviously, was disappointment. This year is no great shakes. But we're trying our hardest to always improve and never sitting back and just having status quo.
And tell us a little bit about the book that you're signing today, and what's in it. What can fans expect when they open it up after they hopefully get a signed copy from you tonight?
Well, I'm nice enough that Tony Esposito is here, who wrote the foreword to the book, and Brian Smith wrote the book. I collaborated with him. But I think it tells a story about the Wirtz family, and it's a story about a family that happens to own a hockey team. But it's a whole thing, not just about a hockey team and about the last 10 or 11 years. And that's the important thing. I think fans could get a little peek behind the curtain, and hopefully will enjoy it.
And how can they relate to this book just because of the transitions you're undergoing with the Blackhawks now moving forward, new streaming projects coming to be about, and obviously what's going on in the else as well? When you took over the team, you had a lot of transition to do yourself. So how much did that kind of pay homage to what you experienced then, and ultimately what the Hawks fans might see now, and your stamp on the Blackhawks moving forward?
Well, like in the Breakaway book, it shows that there's a lot of change, and you got to constantly move with the change, even with dysfunction, or maybe with dysfunction, but how do you handle that, and what do you do? So as this league and the NHL is moving forward, the average age is 23.7 years. What do you do to harness that with a young group? You just can't sit on your laurels. So I think the big thing is not be afraid to make change, and also move forward and not just sit on your laurels.
And how important was it for the Blackhawks and IceHogs to sign that extension that you signed relatively recently to keep your prospects here, and there's a good program here moving forward for the Blackhawks in the future?
Well, I think the nice thing is for Rockford and the fans, they realize that we're committed to the city, and it's important for us. We previously were in Norfolk, and you can't get there from here. And the nice thing is we can all get here, and it's easy, and it's great for us, and we can watch everything. And they do not, the IceHogs do not feel like they're disenfranchised from the Blackhawk organization.
And there's a lot of development going on downtown too. There's a brand new hotel coming to downtown Rockford as well. So what does that do to help this organization too, with a brand new structure like that going in just a couple blocks away from the arena?
Well, I think you look around and you see the different bars and restaurants, and you said the hotel going up. Rockford's seen, the toughest days behind it, and is only looking for, good stuff. And as I said, they put money in this building, and it shows. And I think the fans come out and they appreciate it.
As far as this being a minor league team, what do you look to, as far as success over just getting players ready? I mean, obviously everybody wants to win, but the most important thing is getting these guys ready for Chicago.
Well, I think what's important is you want to develop players, and of course you want to win. But if you don't have players that can move from Rockford to the Blackhawks, then we haven't done a good job. We don't want to have players that are 32, 33, 34 years of age and have a team full of older veterans, which is fine because they've already been there, but their careers are on their way down. We like to see the players that their careers are up, sprinkled with those veterans that can give the importance in the locker room and what it's like to win.